Morning class, hope that you all are fine by the grace of Almighty. So far we have finished three parts of speech, three types of parts of speech. What are they? Noun, adjective and verb. Today what are we supposed to learn? Pronoun. So before moving to that part, I want to raise one or two questions from the earlier classes. Okay? My first question is, what is the difference between common noun and collective noun? What is the difference? Yes?
The common noun is a noun that represents a common object.
A general name.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it can be a general name, definitely. So common noun refers to a general name. And what is collective noun?
The collective nouns that refer a group.
Refers to a group or collection. That is the answer. What is material noun? What is material noun?
Name of matter.
Name of matter or substance,
Substance.
which cannot be counted. That means material noun is uncountable noun. But we can. It means that we cannot use article before material noun. But of course, there is other ways through which we can use article. When, in special cases, when this material noun is preceded by any measurement words. Okay. Now we can go to the next part, that is about pronoun. I am inviting another group. Please come forward and let the whole class know what you know about pronoun and their classification. Pronouns and their classification. Please, the fourth group, come forward and do your presentation on pronoun.
So, hello everyone. You know that today we are going to deal with the pronoun. It is a part of speech. So, pronoun is a part of speech that stands instead of the noun in a sentence.
Okay, so we use pronoun in the place of noun.
Yes, sir.
Okay, instead of noun. This is what he has said. This is the conception of pronoun. Pronoun sits in the place of noun. Okay.
So, pronoun is mainly divided into 8 types.
Okay. Okay, write down these 8 types.
So, first there is personal pronoun.
Come. These are the 8 types of pronoun. Personal pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, distributive pronoun, relative pronoun, reflexive pronoun, reciprocal pronoun, interrogative pronoun and indefinite pronoun. Today they are going to give you a general understanding about these 8 types of pronoun. But we have to deal with them in details. Later, definitely we need another 2 to 3 groups in order to talk about all these 8 types of pronouns in details. But today we are going to get only a general understanding of pronoun. Okay, please start.
So first it comes personal pronoun. So personal pronoun is a pronoun that stands instead of the personal noun, which means any type of name or anything like he, she, or...
Personal pronoun has various forms.
Yes, sir.
According to person, number, gender and case. On the basis of person, personal pronoun is of 3 types. First person, second person and third person. On the basis of number, personal pronoun is of 2 types. He, singular and plural. On the basis of gender, personal pronoun is of 4 types. Masculine, feminine, neuter and common gender. On the basis of case, personal pronoun is of 3 types. Nominative case, possessive case and objective case. Later, a group will have to talk about personal pronoun in details. Okay, if they go to talk about personal pronoun in details, it will definitely take much time. Okay, then first person, second person, third person, I, you, he, she, it, they. Okay, the way it has been divided into first person singular, first person plural. And then on the basis of case, nominative case, possessive case, objective case. Nominative case are used as subject, objective case are used as object. And you know masculine, feminine, neuter and common gender. Okay. So, okay, you can go to the next part, that is demonstrative pronoun. How many demonstrative pronouns do you have? There are 4 demonstrative pronouns. There are 4 demonstrative pronouns. What are these 4 demonstrative pronouns? What are these 4 demonstrative pronouns? These, that, and those. We use THIS this and that in order to refer only one thing or person which is near or far. We use this in order to refer someone who is near me. We use that in order to refer someone who is far from me. And we use these and those in order to refer more than one person who are far from me. These mean these. We use THIS these who are near me, and we use THIS those who are far from me. So this is demonstrative pronoun. So we have covered personal pronoun and demonstrative pronoun. Okay, now we can go to the next one, which is distributive pronoun.
So distributive pronoun is the pronoun which indicates a person separately from a group rather than
collectively. Collectively. It refers to each member of a group separately rather than collectively. Can you give 1 or 2 examples of distributive pronoun?
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, each of the players in the team.
Each, every, either, neither.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Each student. Okay. Each of the students of this class is brilliant. Okay. Each, every, yes.
Sir, both of them playing.
Both of them are playing well. দুইজনে খুব ভালো খেলছে. Both of them very good. Yes.
We can't blame others.
We can't blame others. Okay. And then yes.
Each of the players play well.
Yeah, each of the players played well. Very good. We have got many examples of distributive pronoun. Here, each, every are not referring to any particular people. Okay. Are not referring collectively. Okay. But separately. Each of the players or each of the students of this class is brilliant. Very good.
Sir,
Yes.
I want to add something.
Okay.
So each of the student means each is the pronoun, but each student is each.
Then each
adjective.
adjective here. When directly in the distributive pronoun adjective, in adjective section we covered that. When a pronoun is used before a noun, it starts behaving like an adjective. It's a distributive adjective. Each student, every student. Okay. That is they said each of the students, not each student or every student. Okay. Then go to the next one, that is relative pronoun.
Relative pronouns, it means to relate the two clause or two clause sentence together. That is why relative pronoun is used.
2 clauses together. Relative pronoun are used to relate 2 clauses or phrases together. Okay. And then can you give some examples of relative pronoun? Yes, some examples of
I
relative.
love my country for which 30 lakh martyrs sacrificed their life.
Which one is the relative pronoun?
Sir, for which?
For which? Okay, another example. This is the place where I taught my students yesterday. Where? This is the place where he was born. Another example then. I know the place.
Sir,
Yes.
I know the person whom came to me at yesterday.
Who came to me? I know the person who came to me. Othoba I know the person whom you gave the punishment. I know the person who came to me yesterday. Okay, so where, whom, what, these are the examples of relative pronoun. So relative pronoun relates to phrases or clauses, okay? Or clause with phrases or 2 clauses, okay? Very good. Then
It comes the car looks red. That is my favorite one.
sorry.
The car that looks red.
Okay, the car which looks red, or the car that looks red is my favorite one. There is a car and it is looking red. There are many cars here, and you are saying the car which or that looks red is my favorite car. This is another example. Okay, here the car is phrase and which has been related by a relative pronoun that or which. You can use both here. Okay, then we can go to the next one, is reflexive pronoun.
The reflexive pronoun is used to refer back to the subject.
Is used to refer back to the subject. Some examples of reflexive pronoun.
For example, we can say that she hurt herself.
She hurts herself. And then other examples.
Let me introduce myself.
Let him introduce himself, or let me introduce myself. Some other examples.
He killed himself.
He kills himself. Okay.
They killed themselves.
They killed themselves. Okay, that means they committed suicide. They killed themselves. So myself, yourself, himself, herself. These are the reflexive pronouns. You can understand. At the end of the words, you can find self or selves. Okay. She hurts herself. We have got this example already. I love myself. Okay. You have to love other also. Okay. I love myself. Okay. Then.
But also in this case, the subject and the object have to be same.
Subject and object
Should be the
same. Okay. Okay. Then reciprocal pronoun.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, may I add something, sir?
Yes, of course.
Sir, here it is said that self and self.
Okay.
Sir,
For
here
one person.
For
Yourself.
Single.
For example, you. You can refer to only one person or more than one person. If I say all of you, then yourselves.
Yes.
And if only it is you, then yourself, not selves. Okay? Selves, BS for plural and SELF for singular. Singular subject.
I bought some book with myself.
I
bought some book myself.
for myself. For myself. Okay, I have bought some books for myself. Or I myself has bought this book.
Okay. Reciprocal pronoun is used to refer two or more things. For example, we can say each of them is brilliant.
No. Reciprocal pronoun, there are two reciprocal pronouns. Each other and one another. When two or more than two persons do the same thing, we use reciprocal pronoun. These two persons or more than two persons have to do the same thing. Okay? For example, these two persons are talking to each other. If he talks and he doesn't talk, then you cannot use each other.
Yes, sir.
You have to do the same thing. But when more than two persons do the same thing, we use each other, one another. Okay? But in modern days, you can use each other for any situation. But keep these issues in mind that we use each other for two persons and we use one another for more than two persons. Okay, then interrogative pronoun.
Interrogative pronoun is used in the interrogative sentence.
In order to make interrogative sentences. For example, what is your name? Which is yours? What is your name? Which is yours? Okay? These are the interrogative pronoun. Interrogative pronouns are used to make interrogative sentences, question sentences. Okay? And then the last one is indefinite pronoun. What is indefinite pronoun?
Indefinite pronoun is that the pronoun which doesn't specify anything.
Any person. A sense of vagueness is emerged. Somebody, everybody, everything. Okay? It does not refer to any specific person. Okay? A sense of unspecific things or vagueness emerges. Okay? Through this indefinite pronoun. Can you give some examples of indefinite pronoun? Yes? Key? Everyone is happy. Somebody, something is interesting. Somebody, give me some money. Okay? Somebody has finished the job. Okay? Everybody is all right.
A lot of people are standing here.
Sorry?
A lot of people are standing here.
Lot of not pronouns. It's a different thing. Okay? Somebody is following us. Okay? This is how we have successfully talked about pronoun and their classification. What have we learned is that we use pronoun in the place of noun. We use pronoun in the place of noun, and these pronouns can be divided into 8 parts. Personal pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, distributive pronoun, relative pronoun, reflexive pronoun, reciprocal pronoun, and interrogative pronoun. Today we have got a general understanding about them, but in the next class we will come to know about them in details. Okay, we need at least 2 to 3 groups to talk about them elaborately. Okay, already 15 minutes gone for this class. If we go to talk about them, definitely we'll need at least 2 classes in order to deal with all these types of pronouns in details. Thank you very much. You can put your hands together for them.